Hello everyone, welcome to another video in which I literally got a vibe of operating as a laparoscopic surgery. So this was a baby who is around 5 months old. This baby was injected in the past and was also subsequently lasered. What we observe here is that the baby has developed a bad central TRD, and the plan of action is to do a core vitrectomy and try to remove or dissect this membrane. So I begin by getting a feel of how densely adherent this membrane is, and what I could feel is that unlike the adult, I will not be able to pluck this membrane out. So I try to create a window along which I could do some sort of dissection. Dissect around that yellow thing. I feel that is the place where I should first strike by using a 26 gauge needle. I create a small pocket, and after that I try to introduce a curved 23 gauge curved scissors beneath, and this is some sort of a blind faith that you have that behind this you'll not be able, there is a small gap. So I feel that there are two curves of the retina and on which this yellow thick ERM is sitting. Unable to dissect behind it, I just go above and give a vertical cut, also in a very good faith of the God that I will not injure the retinal tissue. So try to bluntly dissect and finally give a cut, and this I feel that was a safe cut in which I could once that cut was given, then I could avulge a part of it by using by plucking the membrane from it and trying to dissect as well as cut by using the intravitreal scissors. And this is the place where you start getting a vibe that you are, because there are two tissues and it's very difficult to distinguish which is the retinal tissue. The anatomy and the color and the hue of the tissue literally looks same, and approximately that is the tissue. You have to have some, and also I feel that when we are operating on the chandelier light, the the contrast between the healthy tissue and the retinal tissue and the fibrous or gliosis becomes less obvious. So a bimanual dissection by using scissors, it becomes a bit more tricky. So I try to lift the tissue, and just at where the anatomical contour appears to be different, I use the support of the lifted tissue to give a cut and try to dissect. So I use the alternate force of dissection, and whenever it gets stuck, I give a small cut at that point of where it gets stuck. And at this place where they are, I feel that the funnel or the tractional funnel has opened up. So I try to get a feel out of it, and this is where so again the same process of lifting up and using the curved scissor as a backhand, and the tissue that has been lifted as support to give a cut. And also in a very when try doing it, so it's in a very early phase of my building the ROP surgery, so it's very tentative cuts that I try to give, and I feel that this tissue has been separated, and this is the enough dissection that has been achieved. Now in this too, at the apex, it appeared that there is some amount of tissue, and I also gave a small cut. So after that, just trimming the leftover tissue around the dissected membranes, and when there was a small bleeder, I do a fluid air exchange, and then over this tissue I inject visco-cohesive the end of the surgery, and the eye was closed under air with a visco-cohesive sitting on the posterior pole. So this is the pre-op picture, and this is the 1 week post-op picture. We feel that it has substantially well opened up. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you.